My Crafties, it's Tree. I hope you're having a good and crafty day. I am here with a project share for Kokorosa Studio. I want to thank Kokorosa Studio for allowing me to showcase their products on my channel. I've been working with them for some time now, and I really enjoy them. And their products come very quickly, well protected, and great quality. So I do have a discount code. It is all caps Tree and one word, Tree25, no space there, and you get 25% off your order, so take advantage of that. And I just want to say, for those of you who have not yet, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And I'm trying very hard to grow my channel. For those of you who are loyal to me, I appreciate your crafty love and support so very much. All right, so let's get into this. You saw I already used this Band-Aid die, and it says feel better soon, so I'm going to put that over there. The project is already off and in the mail, and I know, right? It's remailed something. Okay, moving on. So this one I showed you before. I used the background daisy background board, and I also used this butterfly die set. There's three. There's one that's the profile like this, and then the flat on, and then one that's kind of in flight, and then you have the intricate layering patterns there. And I put this with a little bit of acetate there to make the wings, you know, it'll be flat in the mail and then not so flat, which I don't know why I was so worried about that, because I got all this going on here. So all right, that's over there. Also with the butterfly die, I did this one. I used the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove, as well as just some solid colors, probably from Michael's, probably the Craft Smart Spring for these two. And then this one it's the shimmer cardstock that is by Recollections. I added the diamond dots down the center that coordinate, and of course they have the acetate there that's making them pop up. And I love that look. Next up, I worked with this, I should have wrote these all down. Rotating border die, no, rotating background die, geometric background die. It's really cute. It reminds me of a quilt, and you get this layering piece, and you get all of these. I will say that each one of these is a little bit different than the other, and then one is exactly the same. I thought that it wouldn't matter, and this one would match with that one, but you can clearly see that this one is longer, this one is shorter. They're different sizes, so you have to fit them in, and you have to remember where they go, and that's not a problem. You just have to remember to do it. So I use this one using the Maggie Holmes-Parasol. What happens, guys, is whatever is within reach, that is what I grabbed for, and Parasol happened to be in reach. These are the ephemera from the Woodland Grove collection, and I've got this one up on 1 layer of foam, this one up on 2, this one up on 3 or something like that. And I think it turned out really cute. I really like this one. How fun. Next up is the Lady Liberty, and she cuts out very nicely like this. Look how pretty she is. I was going to use this mirrored cardstock from Crafter's Companion, but then I went with a different route, and I started out with this one, this normal background with the dark blue. I did again the stripes, but this time I used ink squares and what are they called? Marking pens, so you can kind of see where some of the white is showing through, and I don't mind that because fireworks are very delicate and they're not solid. So I think this is just a shimmer white. Oh, the background here is this one over here. It's also a Kokorosa Studio die, and I used this before. I really love it, and you also get these extra cutout stars there, but I didn't use those at this time. Of course, it's Tree, so I had to go pastel. I'm sure Lady Liberty loves a different color rather than her whatever muted color she is in. Okay, so just a fun fact, I have not been to New York. I have not seen our Statue of Liberty, but in China, in Guangzhou, there is a mini Statue of Liberty. I think there's 13 different Statue of Liberties around, but ours is the biggest, and so I did see that one. Just a little fun fact. So I have those. Now, we all know when I unboxed, I was like, what am I going to do with the moon and the star, the sun? And I tell you, I tackled every single die until I got to the moon and the sun, and I went, oh my gosh, we're here. So, the sun. Okay, it's a sun. But it's got a face, an interesting face, and I realize where that comes from, but then, anyway. I cut it out in this darker yellow and then a lighter yellow, and then I saved the little star that cuts out there, and this is on foam tape, so I strategically put foam tape all the way across where the star would show, and then a little dot of glue and added that little star. And one thing I will say is that the face will cut out completely, and you will just have a ring of the flames, the heat. And so I guess if you had a circle the same size, it could fit. Or you could get a bigger circle and then layer the ring on the outside. So those are just ideas. And this, the paper and the sentiment come from the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove. And then I must say, I totally impressed myself with the moon. The moon also, this line that goes almost all the way through the whole thing cuts out. So you're just, these parts are just hanging on by that one little corner there and the one little corner here. So it will flop. Be careful of that, but it's not a big deal. So I decided we're going to go pastel because Tree works better with pastels and my mind works better. So I cut it out in the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove in this, no, this is Parasol. This gold printed page I see. Hold on. Okay, there were a couple little things left in there. And so, so if you just wanted the face, you could just snip it off here and here, and then you could just have the face, the moon face. It is quite large. It takes up, you see, the whole entire card front and hangs over just a slight. I was going to do it just in this, and then I couldn't see any of the facial detail, and I think that is just so nice, you know, it needs to be shown. So I cut it out in the matte gold, and I thought, well, I just layered the matte gold on top of this other one, and then I thought, well, let's use the delicate part too, and I just layered that and offset it a little bit. These are little stars I get from Hobby Lobby in the bead section. They come in a little box. And then I just used some gold stickles around, and I think it turned out really cute. This is just a solid pink. Something got on there. And I'm really impressed with how that turned out. Now, I love cats. We hear my cat frequently on my videos, and I thought for sure the 5 cat die would be so easy for me. Here they are. But, and however, in Tree's world, the cats need to be colored cat colors. I'm whimsical to a point, but I could not make my cats like green with white polka dots or pink with florals, or so anyway, I found some old Bristol scraps from when I used to make cards, and I added in some watercoloring. I'm not a colorist, I'm not a painter, and yeah, so I cut them out of the Bristol and I watercolored on them. So we've got a calico here and black and white. We got a gray one that looks like my girl. We have a little calico here, not a calico, a Siamese, and then we've got this one that I just used the darkest gray and really wet, and then I took my microfiber cloth and went splat like that, and it left a lot of really great texture that I really liked. So then I struggled because I needed something to put the cats in or on. They needed to do something. And Kathy suggested a fence, but I didn't have a fence and I didn't want to create a fence. And yeah, so I remembered that Kokorosa Studio, I had also picked out this cherry basket, and it comes with the basket as well as the cherries. And so I used the basket, and that's what this one is. Now the bow also comes from a Kokorosa Studio die. It is a birthday cake, and you get this layer here to make your icing, and then you get some dribble, and you get the flame for the candles, and you get this bow. So that's the bow, and I doubled the bow up. So, and offset it so that you would see some gold, and there's a gold cabochon there. I did tie bows around, baker's twine bows around all my kitties' necks, except for this guy was a little hard, so I just made a bow and popped it there. I did color their eyes by putting paper behind them, and then I glossy accent them, and their noses, if the nose fell out, then I colored it in. If the nose didn't fall out, then I just colored the nose and put, because they're all pretty much, no, that one's not, no, okay. So when I used, I think the color of the eyes, that's what the color how I colored the nose. Just scribbled some black on there and made sure it showed through. All right, so my thought was, the cats are at home, there's a basket of yarn, and they get a little mischievous, and they start playing with the yarn. So we've got 3 of them inside and 2 of them outside. Kathy suggested the yarn thing, and just to punch some circles and have them playing with them, but it just looked like circles or balls or something like that. So I took my, what is that called? Embroidery floss, and wrapped them around the circles. And we've got pink, blue, and yellow. And then I decided how fun it would be if the cats were kind of tangled up in them or playing with them. And so there we go. That's it. And this is an embossing folder from Sizzix. Actually a 3D embossing folder by Kath Breen. Textured, what is it called? I bet you anything it says it on the paper. Hold on. It does. On the paper it says linear leaves, and that's the number. And this was obviously a Hobby Lobby clearance. And Hobby Lobby, please bring back your paper craft stuff. Please, 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 please. I'm just saying. All right, so those are my project shares. I hope you like them, and if I have not said so already, please like, subscribe, ring that bell, and leave a friendly comment below. That all helps me grow my channel, and I am trying to grow my channel. So that said, thank you all so very much, and I will catch you in my next video. Until then, God bless you and yours. Bye for now.